Hello, hello! The penultimate episode of Poker Face Season 2 was so good! Twists and turns abound. And we get another cliffhanger. Let's dive in. First, we say hi to this great roster of guests, of which, of course, Taylor Shilling is an old pal of Natasha Lyonne from Orange is the New Black. Justin Theroux, on the other hand, is a previous collaborator of Poker Face creator Rian Johnson, having had a cameo at Johnson's Last Jedi as Master Codebreaker in what was apparently originally intended to be a bigger role, but was still a fun experience for Star Wars fanboy Theroux. In terms of Haley Joel Osmend, Natasha Lyonne said in Amy Poehler's podcast that she felt a kinship with him, as they were both former child stars. And they're both in the credits for Kevin Smith's Yoga Hosers, although I don't know if either of their roles was significant enough for them to have met, or that anyone involved with that film would want to remember it. Meanwhile, Lili Taylor doesn't need to be anyone's friend, she's just awesome. Time-wise, we are officially in 2026, in February. We should check with that groundhog about the weather. The opening murder is pretty gruesome. I did Google to see if it's possible to dispose of a body like that, but was too chicken to click on any of the links. So now I just have that in my search history with nothing to show for. I should remember to delete that after this. Anyway, the worst thing in that scene is the book organization scheme of the original Mr. Tolocci. The books are sorted by color? Sir, you deserve to die for that. Our assassin, who may or may not be the Iguana, is carrying a photo of Columbo as Mr. Tolocci has a glass eye and apparently used to impersonate Peter Falk for the amusement of his students. Our assassin also wears some latex prosthetics, not going fully Mission Impossible, but close enough. Here's a glimpse of him on the mirror, by the way, but maybe he's just wearing another disguise. Back in New York, Charlie is still in Good Buddy's apartment, sleeping under the apartment of the tap-dancing firefighter from 2 episodes ago. She had then called him John Bubbles, and she now refers to him as Fred Astaire. Solid old Hollywood references from Charlie. Charlie Scrooge even gives us a humbug as she goes to open the door for the visiting Alex. No such thing as a free breakfast, am I right? With regards to Alex's oyster scheme, it's called Yippee-ki-yay oystershucker, and we get a second reference in the show to the classic Christmas movie Die Hard. We have to talk about these outfits that Alex and Charlie wear. I don't know what they're supposed to be. Are they supposed to be old-timey sailors or French mimes? Hilariously, when she runs away, Charlie is described by the FBI as dressed like Steamboat Willie. In terms of the oysters themselves, Alex tells Charlie their provenance, only for Charlie, the ever-consummate professional, to turn around and describe them to the guests as Deepwater Horizon, possibly thinking of that environmental catastrophe in the Gulf of Mexico from 2010 that was the largest marine oil spill in history, or the Mark Wahlberg film of the same name. They have a nice oily texture. The Charlie word of the day is Euclidean, referring to the ancient Greek mathematician and geometer, in terms of the triangular nature of Haley Joel Osmend's MLM scheme. And for the second episode in a row, we don't get to listen to Charlie's thing. This time, we don't get a placeholder, but instead, the event announcer interrupts the explanation. Okay, let's get real. Alex is the iguana, right? I don't want her to be, because I like her interactions with Charlie, and I want Charlie to have a friend. But the clues are mounting. For starters, it's bonkers that of all the oyster-serving weddings in all the oyster-serving world, Charlie walks into the wedding of Hasp's son. Yes, somebody could have manipulated Alex, knowing that she's Charlie's friend. But there's more. She just happens to walk into the boathouse, acting clumsy, just as the assassin is looking for Apache, while talking to his voice-altered contact. I'm not saying it was her on the phone, but she may have an accomplice. I mean, the voice was altered for a reason, not only so that the assassin won't recognize it, but also that we won't. Also, she flirts awkwardly with him to emphasize her innocence and gullibility, and get him to pick her as Apache to involve Charlie as well. The FBI agents, who may not all be innocent, say that until now they did not know if the iguana existed, or whether it was a man or a woman. This all brings to mind that old Dirty Rotten Scoundrels film, where we were supposed to think that Steve Martin's conman character was the jackal trying to con an innocent woman, when actually the supposed innocent woman was the jackal all along. Spoiler alert, I keep forgetting to say that. Of course, Alex could be perfectly innocent, and the Poker Face creators just playing us, but I really doubt it. Anyway, as the episode ends, we are heading towards Indiana to find Beatrix Hasp, based on her Finsta account. The next episode will be dope.
It's gonna be a bloodbath.
If you like this, please consider liking or subscribing. As always, thank you for watching.